Hey, we're back. I have another game for you. Today's game is Gamble with Friends. Gamble with your friends. If you've spent any time online, you've probably seen this one floating around because, you can play with you and up to 6 friends, and your goal is to pay back the loan to the loan shark by gambling. It's another one of the, how would you say, friend slop, like what's big right now, Mecha Chameleon, a few older games. This is from the same kind of people that made Peak, or is the same people that made Peak. I didn't check that, but it's pretty enjoyable. It's pretty funny. The concept of the game is that you share a bank account with the other people that you are playing the game with. So you are gambling. Like, these are still gambling games that have about the odds you would expect them to have from these games. So odds are you're not winning eventually. Like, the odds are against you generally. It does give you items that you can buy to try to help alleviate that, and there are cosmetics you can buy, and overall it's pretty silly. It has a good sense of humor. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's generally pretty funny, and for the price to be, it's like $8 on sale, it'd be like $5. Like, it's fine. I easily got my money out of it. It's been pretty funny to play with people. You should give it a shot. Like, I've recommended easily. It's pretty funny. I think if you're playing by yourself, it's not quite as much fun because, the way that these friend slop games go, like, you really intended to play them with somebody for, the general fun of it. Like, it's not you usually don't take these super seriously like this. Just because I did, it was just a funny thing to do for me. But yeah, you want to basically gamble the money to get through all the floors and then reach the boss, and then ideally pay your loan back. That's not necessarily how it's going to go, but that's what we want you to do. In a lot of games, roulette, blackjack, baccarat, typical stuff you would expect. A couple weird ones, couple ones I feel like they made up. While we were playing it, it was always pretty funny because we would get like 3 days in, and someone, usually me, would give up and just start betting really big, and then we would lose all our money, and then the mob would execute us for failing to pay the loan back for the day, because you have to pass a threshold of money every run. You get about 5 minutes or so to do that. Yeah, it's usually just funny arguments with your friends, and it's a very casual, just, hey, we're just gonna do this, and it's pretty fun to do this kind of game. And the risk of saying friend slop a third time there, yeah, it's enjoyable, and it's something to play with your friends. I wouldn't play it by yourself, because by yourself it's just a gambling simulator. But if I was going to speak to the kind of humor and how silly the game is, I mean, it gives you a coin flip when you open the game, that if you fail the coin flip, the game shuts itself off. Like, you have to win a coin flip to open the game, and that's just what it does. Like, it's not gonna be extremely serious about everything, but it is definitely about its odds, and it wants you to play its odds. It wants you to gamble. You're here to gamble, so you're gonna gamble. That's the point, right? But yeah, I mean, yeah, easily recommended. It's fun, it's cheap. Play it with your friends for a session, 2 sessions, just a weekend. I don't know if you're gonna get any more time out of it than that, but it doesn't matter. It's cheap enough. You just have your fun. I want to speak about we're gonna go about the achievements here. There are 2 ways for you to do this. You could do it the hard way, or you could do it the easy way. The hard way is, I would say, nearly impossible. I don't see how you're going to do this legitimately. It's going to take you forever to do it legitimately. Like, a lot of them are based on the challenges that you get from the loan shark at the start of every day. So if you see the achievement list and you think, hey, I did that, but it didn't give it to me, you have to actually have the challenge from the shark. So you'd be incentivized to re-roll those challenges until you get one you don't have. But technically, you and anyone with you can complete that challenge, and then all of you will get whatever achievement it is. So generally speaking, most, if not all of them, are related to challenges, which are related to, like, winning 5 games in a row, or doing really good at a specific type of game, or putting a lot of money into a type of game. And they change per floor. So the higher up you go, you're going to need ones that come from floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, whatever. And you're only going to be able to unlock the ones for that floor. So it's something that you have to keep in mind, that you need to do 2 per day, and if you are looking for one on day 1 and you move to floor 2 after I think day maybe 4, you can't get your floor 1 stuff anymore. It will only give you floor 2 challenges after that, so you would have to reset. And another thing is that you don't have control over what games appear on what floor on any given day, so they're random, so you're still gambling on whether you'll even get the challenges that you want, which let alone doing those challenges can be kind of weird. So doing it legitimately is going to take you a lot of time and a lot of luck, because, you know, the odds that you even get to floor 4 consistent enough to get floor 4 challenges has to be pretty stinking low. Like, we never really pulled it off. There obviously are items, and you're going to want to incentivize doing a bunch of items if you want to do this legitimately, and you need to, you know, stay on your tickets, make sure that you have the items to help you win, and then you're just going to have to cross your fingers. But if you don't want to have a really difficult time with this, here's your spoiler for the way the game works. It's cheatable really, really easily. At any given time, you could just quit to the main menu, and if you quit to the main menu, it will restart that day, and because the seed is saved to like the save file, you're just going to have the exact same day play out again. So if anything ever doesn't go your way, you can just quit the menu and load it back up, and it will redo that whole day, which is already cheesy. You've seen some games do that before, like that's cheesy, but here's the massive problem. Any game that isn't physics-based, so not the, what does it say, street craps, not the one where you throw the dice around, anything not physics-based is part of that seed, and if you do things in the same order every time, they will get the same result every time. If you go to the roulette table and figure out that it rolls a 24 and reset the day, when you go back to the roulette table, it's going to roll a 24. It will do the same thing every time. So that makes the entire thing trivial, because there should be no reason at any point that you fail to meet that goal, since you know the result of all of the gambling and you can just win and get more money. So if you're resetting the game, every one of them are trivial. Like, I know I haven't specified any given direct achievement at the moment, but it's really just it doesn't matter what they are, because you can reset. This is like one of the only times where I didn't see a point in listing anything. You just keep resetting the game. You find the money, you get enough money, you go in, you figure out what games are there. If the games are on the floor on the day that you need, you can reset and you can go to the shark and you can just smack tickets the whole time to try to get the challenge you need, because there's no reason to spend tickets on items if you're resetting. You don't need items. You can guarantee an outcome without items, so you should have a lot of tickets, and it's just that easy. The bigger problem comes from how you do your runs, like the way that you need to do stuff. Like, if you want the same results, you have to do the same thing every time, and be careful about that. If you reset the shop for whatever reason, which you shouldn't be buying things in the shop anyway, but if you reset the shop, it re-rolls everything, and I got results that were like, resetting the shop changed the games that were on the floor, but it doesn't reset the challenges that the shark gives you, because the shark's challenges seem to be based really early, like before the shop reset, so it'll start giving you challenges for games you don't even have, which is definitely not intended. Like, it should update for the games that are on the floor, but just be careful with that. Don't do any shop resets if you're resetting, or probably don't do any shop resets ever, because I think it kind of ruins the challenges a little bit. But yeah, some of the issues really came from trying to get to the 4th floor and trying to get the later results that didn't want to appear. But even then, it didn't take, I have 12 hours in the game, but mostly from playing with my friends. Like, I probably have maybe 2 to 4 hours just specifically hunting for these, because of how easy resetting the game makes everything. And you get multiple shots at multiple days. You just have to get the floor 4, and the one that I think is the most difficult to get on floor 4 is probably the Penguin Cross one, because it just doesn't want to spawn Penguin Cross on the floor for some reason. But if you were trying to do everything legitimately, like, reaching the final floor is just way too hard. Like, I don't know how you would do that, because you don't have a say. You don't really have a ton of control, even with items. You can only buy so many items, and I never really got to floor 4 without cheating, so you just have to be lucky. is what all I can figure out. You want one more achievement. I guess if I was gonna bake in like a quick tip, if you wanted an easy one, the obstacle course in the lobby. If you reach the top of the obstacle course in a lobby, it's worth an achievement. It's pretty fun to do, and it's the only one that's in the lobby, but it could be a quick one, and I think you'll recognize somebody that's at the top of the tower. But yeah, even the end game, when you get near the end of the game, there are 3 endings. If you just get one of those endings and just quick close the game or hit quit or Alt F4, you can start at the end and try to get one of the other endings. A different tip would be if you are having trouble with the coin flip that Jeff Booth is giving you at the end, re-roll the shop, because the same thing that lets you change the games on the floor by re-rolling the shop changes the result from the coin flip. So before you go into the area, hit the shop once and you will get a different result from that coin flip, or potentially it might need to retry it, but you can retry it as many times as you want. So if you're really trying to get multiple endings, just reset at the end. Don't let it redo the save file. Save yourself a little bit of extra time of running all the way to the end, you know? You can just pull that. That was the old kind of thing I remember people did on like Fable 2. So why replay the game 3 times? You can just reset it and pick a different ending. But yeah, that's about it. If we were talking about an outro, let's do outro. Games am I playing? Nothing really. Nothing new. Playing Fortnite. Same as anything. I haven't been going through any real different games lately. I noticed that Going Medieval actually added more achievements, so I wonder if it wouldn't be a good time to go back to that and do like a redo of Going Medieval. That was one I did like a way back. Like I could do it again. Like it was enjoyable. It might be funny to do that. But yeah, I mean, if you got keep this one shortish. If you got anything you want me to try or anything, you know, something to look at, something to play, just leave a comment and I'll take a look at it. I'll take a quick look at it, you know? Why not? If you got it this far, thanks. I don't know. I mean, I'm just rambling. Thanks for getting this far. And I'm gonna let you go. I got more work to do here. So I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.